Okay, hello. Let's get started. What did you do last weekend? Or what did you do yesterday? Or what did you do last night? Or what did you do this morning? Okay, so listen and repeat. What did you do last weekend? What did you do last weekend? Well, I went hiking and I went shopping. I bought some food and some cans of mineral water and some other things. And I watched a movie and I relaxed. How about you? What did you do? So now you can take a moment and pause the video. And if you're with someone, talk to them about this question. If you're alone, just say your answer out loud. And you can ask follow-up questions, right? Who, what, when, where, how, why. Okay. Let's review the vocabulary, or let's practice the vocabulary. So listen and repeat. Exercise. Visit my grandparents. We're going to start in the present and then change these to the past. Go to work. Hang out with my friends. Go shopping. Go to the beach. Watch YouTube videos. Relax. Okay? And now what I want you to do is pause the video and put these words and phrases in the boxes above the pictures and change the verb forms to the past. So what's the past of exercise? What's the past of go? See if you know what the simple past verb forms are of those verbs. And then come back and I'll give you the answers. All right, here we go. So I'm going to ask the question, what did you do last weekend? And you're going to give me a full sentence for each answer. I exercised. I worked out. Okay, so what's number one? I went to work. What's number two? I went to the beach. What's number three? Actually, I should be asking the question, what did you do last weekend? I went shopping. What did you do last weekend? I relaxed. Number five, what did you do last weekend? I exercised. Number six, what did you do last weekend? I visited my grandparents. And notice the question, what did you do last weekend? When said normally is compressed. What'd you do last weekend? What'd you do last weekend? What'd you do last weekend? What did you do? What'd you do? What'd you do? Okay. Number seven, What'd you do last weekend? I hung out with my friends. And number 8, what'd you do last weekend? I watched YouTube videos. All right, good. And now let's practice the conversation together. So listen and repeat. So Rita, what'd you do yesterday? Anything special? Yeah, I hung out with my boyfriend. Cool. What did you two do? We had lunch at a restaurant and then saw a movie. That sounds fun. What'd you see? And again, notice it's not what did you see, it's what'd you. What did you, what'd you see? That's how we talk normally. What'd you see? We saw the new Cha Seung-won movie, Sinkhole. It was really funny. How about you? What'd you do? Again, it's not what did you do, it's what'd you do? What'd you do? What did you becomes what'd you do? And well, I blah, 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 blah. So now, if you're with someone, you can practice this with them 2 times, change the names and information. If you're working with me, we'll do it 2 times. I'll do Hareen's part, and you can do Rita's part, and then we'll switch. All right, so here we go. So Bob, what'd you do yesterday? Anything special? Cool. What did you have for dinner? That sounds great. What did you do after that? Well, I went to the hospital to visit a sick friend. Okay, and now we're going to switch. You're first, I'm second. Here we go. Yeah, I had dinner with my girlfriend. We went to an Italian restaurant, and then afterwards we went to Baskin-Robbins for dessert. I got chocolate chip ice cream and she got strawberry ice cream. How about you? What'd you do? All right, good. And now the pronunciation of ed at the end of verbs in the simple past. So first of all, let me pronounce these for you, and then you're going to put them in the correct list. So we have t, d, and ud. So ed at the end of verbs in the simple past is pronounced 3 different ways. See if you can hear the difference when I say these verbs. Some will be t, some d, and some ud. Cooked, loved, wanted, asked, watched, played, exercised, hated. All right, again, and now tell me which column, 1, 2, or 3, each verb goes in. Cooked, t, d, or ud. 1, t, 2, d, or 3, ud. T, d, ud. Cooked. 1. Good. And loved, loved. T, d, ud. 1, t, 2, d, 3, ud. T, d, ud. Loved. 2. And wanted, wanted. 3, right. So with the ed sound, ud, number 3, it's a separate syllable. So it's not cook-ud, it's cooked. 1 syllable. T. It's not loved, it's 1 syllable. Loved. But with ed, you have 2 syllables. Wanted, wanted. This is a separate syllable. A syllable is a part of a word, a separate sound part. So syllable, separate. 3, 15, hated, exercise. All right. And asked, asked. To. Watched, watched. Whoops, what happened there? Are these in the way? Maybe. Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's better. Where are we here? Played, played. Column 2, d. Exercised, exercised. Column 2. And hated, 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 ud. That's a separate syllable. And can you think of some more verbs? What if I say kissed, kissed? About added, added. How about robbed, robbed? All right, good. So you can practice those on your own. And now let's move to the conversation part. Again, these are just example questions using the system. One person will ask a topic question and then ask follow-up questions: who, what, when, where, how, and why, based on the answer that the other person gives them. And then you can switch. The second person will ask, how about you, or and you, and some follow-up questions. And then the second person can start a new topic question, et cetera, just to have a nice flow of the conversation. So here's an example topic question and the system, and a new topic question, et cetera. Okay. And we can change last weekend to yesterday, this morning, whatever. So let's just practice this together. Listen and repeat. And then we'll have a real conversation, or you can do so with someone that you're working with. Okay, so listen and repeat. What did you do last weekend? And again, what did you do? What'd you do? What'd you do? What'd you do last weekend? What'd you do yesterday? What'd you do last night? What'd you do this morning? What'd you do last summer? Okay, and another tip is, how about you can be pronounced how about you? How about you? Almost like you're sneezing, a chew. Or how about you? 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 But not how about you. Don't put the N sound in there between about and you. Not up here. A lot of Koreans do that. How about you? That's not correct. Okay, so now the conversation part. If you have someone with you, practice with them. If not, practice with me. You can ask the questions first, and then we'll switch. We'll do this with one or two topic questions. All right. So last weekend, as usual, I went hiking, and I went shopping. I live on a mountain here in Busan, so I just go hiking on the mountain here in my neighborhood. From my apartment building to the beginning of the hiking trail, it's only about a 5 or 10 minute walk. I normally hike for about an hour, and I usually hike alone. How about you? What did you do last weekend? Oh, cool. What games did you play? And what's your rank or level? Did you play alone or with a friend? How often do you play video games or computer games? Okay, and now a new question, maybe, what did you do last summer? Oh, wow. And who did you go there with? How long did you stay there? Was it expensive? Not me. Last summer, I just stayed in Busan. I didn't travel because of the coronavirus situation. I did a lot of hiking. I watched a lot of movies. I worked on my YouTube channel. I usually watch action movies, dramas, crime movies, comedies, anything except horror movies and romance movies. I don't like those. I usually watch movies on Netflix. All right, good. And you can continue, okay? Continue on your own or with your partner. And here's an error that I hear a lot or see in writing a lot. I worked part-time, or I worked at my part-time job. There's really no need normally to say that your job is part-time or full-time. You just say, I had to go to work. I worked. I had to work. Had to go, or I had to work. I had to go to work. Koreans often say I worked at my part-time job. I worked part-time, and that's a translation of a Korean idea. That's how you talk in Korean. That's not how we normally talk in English. It's just, I worked. I worked at a cafe. I had to go to work. Normally, you don't need to specify as to whether it's part-time or full-time work. Okay, so the simple past. So we have these verbs: go, be, have, make, do, hang out, etc. And we need to put them in the simple past. So pause the video and finish this chart, and then come back and I'll give you the answers. All right, here we go. Go, went. Hang out, hung out. Meet, met. Be, was, were. Play, played. Exercise, exercised. Have, had. Eat, ate. Drink, drank. Make, made. Buy, bought. Take, took. Do, did. Sleep, slept. See, saw. And which verbs are regular and which are irregular? And how do you know? We've already looked at this a little bit here. This is a hint. When we did pronunciation. So what do you think? So, played, whoops. Played is regular. Exercise is regular. I guess I can highlight the verb and the past tense. What else? I think that's it. These are all regular up here. Cooked, asked, watched, kissed. Okay, there's nothing up here. And the rest are irregular. No, the other red. All right, no editing on this video, so whatever mistakes I make, which is fine. So the red ones are irregular. So a verb is regular if in the past you add ed, and a verb is irregular if in the past you do not use ed. Okay. Have another chart. Okay, that's what happened. I have some extra rows here. Again, mistakes happen during live classes, and they happen when you're making a video, so it's no big deal. So here we have some sentence groups, black, blue, and red. I need you to finish them. All right, so these are the examples here: present, past, past question, and negative. Mr. Park drinks coffee. Put that in the past. Mr. Park drank coffee. Past question, did Mr. Park drink coffee? So here we need the helping verb, do in the past, did. So the past form is indicated here with the helping verb, but not here. So here we go back to the form drink. Past negative. So we change the order a little bit and we add not. Mr. Park didn't drink coffee. So using these as examples, finish the blue set. So I've given you the past negative. Dabin didn't hang out with her friends. Now make the other sentences. You can pause the video if you need to. Either way, here are the answers. Dabin hangs, it's a she hangs out with her friends. And in the past, Dabin hung out with her friends. And the past question form, did Dabin hang out with her friends? So you only need, if you have more than one part to a verb, you know, one or two helping verbs, you only need to put the first helping verb in the past. Did hang out, didn't hang out. Okay, and now let's do the red set. You can pause the video if you need to. Kathy sleeps for 8 hours. Here are the answers. Kathy slept for 8 hours. In the past question form. Oops, Kathy, not Kati. Did, so there's the past, did Kathy, so we don't need to change sleep to the past. Did Kathy sleep for 8 hours? Okay, and then the past negative, Kathy didn't sleep for 8 hours. All right, so we have the past here in this form, did, in the helping verb, not the main verb sleep. So now that we've practiced the grammar, you can go back and practice the conversation part again, alone or with a partner. Okay? And all of this conversation practice using the system will help you prepare for the speaking tests. And the book is for self-study. Your writing homework needs to go here. Okay. There we go. English 2. Quizzes. Unit 4. Write a paragraph about what you did yesterday or some other time. Use the simple past. Okay? And write a paragraph, a group of sentences. It should look like this, not a list. These go down, 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 down. Okay? You should be going across, left to right, and then back to the left and across to the right. Across and down, across and down. Okay? So I hope that was helpful. Thank you for participating. You can leave comments or questions below or send me a message. Have a great day.